because you need some help on how to survive your first year of college. And I have been in college for quite some time now, and I thought I would offer up a couple of tips and tricks that people have told me. Now, some of these are pretty common sense things, but sometimes you need a reminder, or you need to hear it from another person. So I guess I am going to be your other person for today, and I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I have wrote down, because being organized is important, and when you're in school it's important too. So this kind of applies to really any college situation. So if you're going to go to a university, this applies to you. If you're going to go to a 2-year school, 3, whatever, if you're going to school, this should help you out, hopefully. So there's only 7 things that I wrote down, and so let's get started. So for the first thing, and the number one thing you want to keep in mind, is your money. So with college, you'll have tons of financial opportunities to do various things. You might can do a work study, you might can get a scholarship. When you were in high school, if you played a sport, you could probably get something from that. But really, if you have any questions about this, you can probably ask your high school guidance counselor, or if that doesn't really help, you could ask your principal. If they don't really know, you could go to someone that works at the college that you want to go to. So ask around, ask about any sort of money thing that you can get done. Make sure you look into your financial aid and ask questions about that. If you don't know what that is, that money helps you pay for books and classes and sometimes tuition. So you want to really ask about that. So that's why I put it as number 1. So the second thing is a pretty easy thing. It's basically just saving money. However you can find a way to be savvy, especially if you're going to a university, you will need all the money that you can possibly have, because you will be, buying food. You might want to buy supplies or something for your dorm or whatever. So you definitely are going to need a pretty good amount of money. So check into some jobs locally around the area where you want to go to school, or even the school. As I mentioned earlier, there is a thing called a work-study program where it helps you work or you do something with the school, and it helps a little bit on paying for various things to do with your college, like your tuition or whatever. And so save your money. Don't be running around spending it on a whole lot of stuff. It's okay to every once in a while, whatever, you want to go out to eat. So upon reviewing this, I realized that I didn't finish this recording and ended up deleting the other half of it that I made. So I am coming back at a different time to replace the part that I deleted, because I'm a mess. Anyway, I only have a couple more tips to tell you, first year college students, so hopefully they help, and here we go. Something you definitely want to do is to make sure that you study in college. It's very important that you try to keep up your GPA and try to show your professors what you can do. If you're a person that doesn't really like to study a whole lot, you don't necessarily have to study for 8 hours a day, but you definitely have to get some understanding of the materials, just in case you're asked a question in class, or if you want to discuss something, you need to understand what your professors are talking about. This is very important. This also applies to other things in life, like your job, or just listening skills in general. It's good to kind of brush up on what you know. I feel like this goes without saying, but another tip that I would give someone in college is to not be afraid to ask questions. Your professors are there to help you, and 9 times out of 10 they will help you. Now, if you're in a big university, the setting might be a little intimidated. You might want to wait until you get out of class, or you might want to set up a meeting to speak with your professor about the problem you're having. You really don't want to get behind, because the more you get behind, the more likely you are to fail the class. And then there you are, you've spent however much money on a class that you have failed. So definitely try to ask your professor some questions, or try to get a tutor if it's a class that you're not very good in. I have a math tutor, and it has helped me tremendously, and I recommend, if you need help, that you find the help wherever you can get it. Do not forget to dress accordingly when you go to college, because a lot of the times you have to walk from one class to another, and they can be in a different building. So I highly recommend that if it is cold, that you bring a jacket, or that you wear a jacket if you can. And if it's a little warmer, then you might want to put some shorts on or something. Just make sure you check the weather before you leave the house, and just have the clothes that you need on, because when you get outside, if it's cold and you thought it was going to be warm, that can be really difficult, trying to get to each one of your classes and being comfortable when you get there. Another great tip, if you plan on going to any sort of parties and you plan on drinking, obviously when you're legal, of the legal age of drinking, which is 21. But if you do plan on drinking, or plan on going with people that are drinking, please make sure that you try to get a designated driver, someone to take you to and from the location that you plan on going to, because it can be super dangerous out there if you don't have someone helping you from the location that you are at and the location that you want to go to. So make sure that you have a driver if you plan on going out and participating in anything that involves alcohol or something of that nature. Now, just want to make this disclaimer: I'm not condoning the action of underage drinking. I'm just saying, if you are out and you're going out with friends and they decide they want to drink, or whatever it may be, you may want to try to get a driver, get someone you trust to drive everyone home. So that's something very important. Another thing I recommend is that you get a planner. What a planner does is allows you to write in it each week, to write down your assignments, so that you will know when each assignment will be due. So there are apps that you can download, or various things that you can get on your phone, where you can write down when assignments are due and have it notify you. I recommend you do this. This will save your life when it comes to assignments, and it's a quick and easy way to help you remember things. So yeah, make sure you pick your planner up if you can. And as always, thank you so very much for watching my videos. If this video helped you in any way, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. And I might do a couple more college related videos if you guys are interested in that. Make sure you comment down below. You can comment some suggestions of things that you feel like would be helpful. Like maybe you want to know certain subjects or something to do with college, or you need advice on something, feel free to leave your comments down below, and I will definitely look at it and try to do something about that. And as always, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. That helps me so very much. It shows me that you are supporting me and that I should keep making videos, I guess. Also, at the end of this video somewhere, I don't really know where, but I will have other videos that you can click on and you can check out. I'm gonna start doing this pretty regularly, as you may have noticed. If you are a returning subscriber, you'll notice that I've edited it so that you can click on other videos and it will take you to some of my other stuff. So if you would, go ahead and check a couple of those out. I have a bunch of videos coming up. Also, my regular recording or posting day is going to be on Saturdays, so you can look out for that. I don't have a specific time that I record. I just kind of go whenever I can come up with something. I just kind of record it. I don't really edit a whole lot either. I just, like I said, just say whatever and get it out in the open. But I'm going to start posting on Saturdays. Hopefully that helps some of you if you want to check into me and see how I'm doing and all that. Feel free to share this video with your friends. That's totally fine. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.